Hi everyone. So I'm at a research retreat center on the campus. Once a year our school is kind of all the researchers in our school congregate for 1 week and we hang out in the center. We get surprisingly good food for a university campus and it's great. It's a chance to really focus in on your research, and as a PhD student I think it's really important to take advantage of the opportunity to hang out around researchers, have their ear, immerse myself in academic culture, see other types of research that's going on and other activities that people are doing, and just have those kind of conversations that sometimes you get so stuck in your own work that you don't see what other people are doing. So we got to see different PhD presentations this week and some presentations from faculty members and from some of the research office administration. I also, and that was basically, it's supposed to be 5 days of that intense sitting down, but I really only had 2 days because on Wednesday I went up and picked someone up from the airport. And that person is a visiting scholar that I really enjoy and respect, and I kind of approached her and said, if I can get some money together to bring you to this campus, would you be willing to do that? And she said yes. So I was able to, with the help of my supervisor, get together an internal grant, and that brought her to Wagga Wagga. She was here for 3 days. She presented to our school, and then she did consultations with various staff members and people in the broader university community. And then she spoke last night at Nerd Nite. Nerd Nite is an event that I put on in Wagga Wagga. It's in like 95 cities, I think, around the world. Wagga is probably the smallest city to have one, but we still get out like 100 people, do it 4 to 6 times a year, and you always have 3 speakers. I try and program an art, a science, and somebody out of left field, something a bit different and weird. We had like a botanist who talked about the animals, the species that you love and hate. We had a craftivism talk, and then we had a talk on Australian cinema. And so the third speaker was the talk on Australian cinema was the scholar that I had brought in. And yeah, I guess, you know, I'm thinking about this week, and it's been so full, but it's been so great. It's been so engaging. I've learned so much. I've got to just expand my thinking a little bit, and I got access to someone who, like I said, is just an amazing academic who's doing amazing things, and I get to pick her up from the airport and I get that conversation, and I get to take her from place to place and go on walks, and it's not a half hour or a little bit here and there. I get this person's time, and that's so valuable. I've got I've got a new friend basically, and it was just great. I think one of the disadvantages sometimes to being in a small center is that there aren't, at a smaller institution, in a smaller center, in a rural campus, there's not a lot of that kind of thing planned for you. So you have to make the opportunities for yourself. But the flip side of that is that when you put yourself out there and you try and make that opportunity, there are supports available, there is funding available. And it's surprising. I mean, before organizing Nerd Nite in Wagga, I organized Nerd Nite in Edmonton. I've done dozens of these nights at this point. And the thing that always amazes me is that when you ask an academic to talk about what they love, they usually say yes without question. And even if that's fitting you in between a trip to Brussels and the grand final of the the AFL season, and another trip next week, flying from Melbourne to Wagga for 3 days because they love what they do and they're interested in what they're interested in, and they want to convince you that you should be interested in as well. I think it's amazing. So I guess that's my kind of takeaway from this week is that it's you can learn a lot from your colleagues that are around you, but that also you can impose on people and ask them for their time and put yourself out there to do that, and the reward can be really, really gratifying. I've got new ideas about what my career will look like based on discussions I've had in the last 24 hours. And now it's 2:15 in the afternoon on a Friday, and I'm exhausted because I was up until 1:30 in the morning enjoying the company and some of the other Nerd Nite presenters. But it's all worth it, and it's all part of this process. So I'll be here for another 2 hours and 15 minutes. I will do some more transcribing, and then I might take a nap. Until next time, see you.